Whoever was closest, whoever took a picture from closest would have had the choice of any one of the four to stand on. Probably who was last to come in?
I was last.
Yeah, so you didn't have any choice at all. The order you put yourself, if you look at your stickers, is 1, 3, 4, 2. Yes? And you're happy that that is, if you can just hold on to that for a second for me, you're happy that that is a randomly, seemingly unpredictable order that you would come and stand in. Yes? Okay. That. Just open up the red envelope that you saw it was hanging there all along and just read out what it says in there.
The order you'll stand in will be 1, 3, 4, 2. 1,
3, 4, 2. Turn it around, show the camera. 1, 3, 4, 2, the order that you've ended up standing in. Excellent. Thank you very much. Congratulations. A seemingly impossible thing to predict, but the point is, it's not impossible. It's highly improbable, but not impossible. All right? Now, you're all odds experts, so what are the odds of me predicting, knowing in advance which order you were going to stand in? One of you has a choice of 4. The next person has a choice of 3, the next one 2, the next one 1. The answer is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is 24. 1 in 24. That's the improbable odds of me knowing in advance which order you were going to come and stand in, all right? Not impossible, just highly improbable. Okay. Next, if you just take the pictures and just, if you turn them around and show the cameras just so we can see who all these people are. Let's get the names as well.
Jenny Pringle.
Jenny Pringle, thank you. You can just show the camera.
Peter Burgess.
Peter Burgess.
Carl Smith.
Carl Smith.
Jane Baker.
Jane Baker. Excellent, okay. So Jenny Pringle, your full name is?
James Pyman.
Pyman. So your initials are JP.
JP, yeah.
And the initials of this woman are also?
JP.
Are also JP. Your name is?
Phil Bell.
Phil Bell. And show us?
Peter Burgess.
Same initials, PB. Yes? Your initials, do they match?
Katie Stevens.
Katie Stevens. And what's that, Carl Smith? And your full name is Jim?
Boyle.
Jim Boyle, JB, all right? So your initials match the initials of the photographs that you picked, and please have a look around. None of the other initials match any of your names, all right? Seemingly impossible for this to happen. But it's not impossible, it's just highly improbable, yeah? What are the chances of that happening? There are 500 pictures, so the first person to take one has a choice of 500. The next person doesn't quite. The next person only has a choice of 499 because one of them's just been taken. And the next person has a choice of 498. And the next one, 497. So that number, 500 times 499 times 498 times 497, gives you the probability of you picking the Polaroids, the only Polaroids that have the same initials that match yours. And who mixed the envelopes at the beginning? That was you. So you mixed the envelopes, you handed them out, you each took one. If you open them up, take out what's inside. In fact, wait, you do yours first for me, just so we can get this on camera. Can you open yours up? Recognise the picture? It's a picture that matches the Polaroid that you took. That is Jenny, was it Jenny Pringle?
Jenny Pringle.
Jenny Pringle. Do you want to take yours out as well, Phil? Hopefully that matches the one that you've just picked. And Katie? Excellent. And you want to do the same for me, Jim?
That's right.
Is it the same? Can you just hold them up with the pictures as well? Just fantastic. You picked the ones that match the envelopes that you mixed and took at the beginning. Again, the chances of that, impossible. Seemingly impossible. But the same odds. It's 500 times 499 times 498 times 497, which means if you just keep hold of your Polaroids, but just drop everything else on the floor, just by the spots around, just keep hold of the little Polaroids. The chances, what are the chances of all of that happening? The chances of me knowing where you were going to stand, which pictures you were going to take, the initials matching up and matching what you picked in the random envelopes at the beginning. If you come forward for me, if you come back where you were, if you put yourselves back into 1, 2, 3, 4 order, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to give you a calculator there. The chances of all that happening is 24 times this here. So if you do, I'll do 500 times 499 times 498 times 497. Anybody watching this at home with a computer or a big calculator might want to do this. Work out what that is for me and then multiply that by 24. The answer, I can tell you, is 1482065. Doing this? 928000. Is that the correct number?
That's the correct number.
That's the odds of all of those things happening. Not impossible, just massively improbable. One last thing. If you just hold the faces together so the camera can see, just hold the Polaroids up. You just bring them together a little bit. Excellent. I did say there were numbers on the back, not to pay any attention to them yet. All right, now I'm going to turn these around. Have a look at them on the back before I turn them around. 1482 065 928 000. You pick the Polaroids that had the numbers on the back that make up the odds of all of that having happened, and that odd is 1.48 billion, is the same odds as this system existing in the first place that allows me to predict the horses every time. Not impossible, just massively improbable. Thank you very much. Something for you to think about. Cheers. Thanks for taking part. Thank you, Jim. Phil, pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very
Katie,
much.
thank you very much indeed. Excellent. I shall leave you with those numbers. Cheers.
Mesmerised.
I can't believe what I've seen, really. I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
I was trying to turn the numbers over in my head and work out, as Derren was going along, what the probability was. I quickly got lost, and the number just got bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just astonishing. I think if he wants to come and work for the Racing Post, then I'm sure there'll be a job offer for him.
I mean, I think if horses are as predictable as humans, then Derren's on to an absolute winner.
My opinion has changed. I thought it was pretty much impossible, and I'm now curious to know what he's come up with.
I said initially that it depends what side of the stable the horse comes out in the morning, but I think Derren will probably know.